Welcome to War Bios, the podcast where we delve into the lives of history's most fascinating military leaders. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to embark on an extraordinary journey through the life of Khalid ibn al-Walid, one of the most brilliant and feared warriors in Islamic history. Born in the city of Mecca around 592 AD, Khalid ibn al-Walid would go on to become a legendary commander known for his unwavering courage, unrelenting ferocity, and unparalleled strategic genius. The Arabian Peninsula was a complex web of tribal allegiances, with various clans and families vying for power and influence. Khalid ibn al-Walid was born into the prestigious Banu Makhzum clan, a subgroup of the larger Quraysh tribe which dominated the city of Mecca and controlled the sacred Kaaba. The Kaaba, a cube-shaped structure in the heart of Mecca, was the holiest site in pre-Islamic Arabia, attracting pilgrims from all over the peninsula. Khalid's early life was marked by privilege and comfort as his family was part of the Meccan elite. His father, al-Walid ibn al-Mughira, was a respected leader and a wealthy merchant known for his cunning and business acumen. Khalid's childhood would have been filled with the sounds of merchants haggling over goods, the smell of exotic spices, and the sight of pilgrims flocking to the Kaaba. As a young boy, he would have received a traditional Arabian education, studying the art of warfare, horsemanship, and poetry. The poetry of pre-Islamic Arabia was renowned for its beauty and complexity, with poets competing in public recitals to showcase their mastery of language and form. Growing up in Mecca, Khalid was surrounded by the vibrant cultural and commercial hub of the city. He would have witnessed the annual Hajj pilgrimage, where thousands of people from all over Arabia converged on the city to perform sacred rituals and conduct trade. This exposure to diverse cultures and ideas would have broadened Khalid's perspective and instilled in him a sense of curiosity and adaptability. The city's bustling markets, filled with merchants from as far away as Persia and Byzantium, would have introduced Khalid to the intricacies of international trade and the art of negotiation. As he entered his teenage years, Khalid began to take an interest in the martial traditions of his tribe. He trained in the art of combat, learning the skills of archery, sword fighting, and hand-to-hand combat. His natural aptitude for warfare was evident from an early age, and he quickly distinguished himself as a skilled and fearless young warrior. The rugged terrain of Arabia, with its vast deserts and rocky mountains, would have provided Khalid with ample opportunities to test his martial skills, honing his abilities in the harsh environment of the desert. The Mecca of Khalid's youth was a city on the brink of change. The traditional tribal system was beginning to erode, and new ideas about monotheism and social justice were starting to spread. The Prophet Muhammad, who would later become the founder of Islam, was already preaching his message of unity and reform in the city. Although Khalid's family was not initially supportive of the Prophet's teachings, the young warrior would soon find himself drawn into the maelstrom of events that would shape the course of Arabian history. As we explore the formative years of Khalid ibn al-Walid, we see a complex and dynamic individual emerging. His upbringing in Mecca, his family's influence, and his early exposure to warfare all contributed to the development of a remarkable leader, one who would go on to leave an indelible mark on the annals of military history. On one hand, he was a product of the traditional Arabian society, with its emphasis on tribal loyalty, martial prowess, and honor. On the other hand, he was also exposed to new ideas about unity, justice, and compassion, which would eventually shape his worldview and inform his military campaigns. This tension between tradition and innovation will be a recurring theme throughout Khalid's life, as he navigates the complexities of Arabian politics and warfare. As Khalid ibn al-Walid entered his early 20s, the scorching deserts of Arabia were ablaze with the fires of rebellion and transformation. The Prophet Muhammad's message of unity and reform was spreading like a wildfire, engulfing the tribal lands and challenging the traditional ways of life. Khalid's family, although initially skeptical, began to take notice of the growing movement, their curiosity piqued by the Prophet's charisma and unwavering conviction. In 604 AD, Khalid participated in the Battle of Badr, where the Muslims, led by the Prophet, clashed with the Quraysh tribe in a frenzy of steel and bloodshed. Although Khalid fought against the Muslims, he soon realized that the traditional tribal system was crumbling, its foundations eroded by the relentless tides of change. As the battle raged on, Khalid's gaze met the prophets across the battlefield, their eyes locking in a moment of mutual recognition. It was as if time itself had stood still, allowing them to glimpse the outlines of a future yet to be written. Though they were enemies at that moment, Khalid felt an inexplicable sense of respect for the prophet, a sense that would eventually blossom into devotion and loyalty. The experience at Badr marked a turning point in Khalid's life, as he began to question the old ways and seek a new path, one that would lead him to greatness. He became one of the prophet's most trusted companions, playing a crucial role in several military campaigns that shaped the destiny of Arabia. In 629 AD, Khalid led a delegation to the prophet, pledging his allegiance and seeking forgiveness for his past opposition. The prophet, recognizing Khalid's martial prowess and strategic mind, welcomed him into the Muslim community with open arms, entrusting him with key responsibilities and paving the way for his future greatness. One of Khalid's most notable achievements was his role in the Battle of Hunayn in 630 AD, a clash of steel and wills that would go down in history as a masterpiece of military strategy. As the Muslims faced off against a coalition of tribes, Khalid led a daring cavalry charge, breaking through the enemy lines like a hot knife through butter and securing a decisive victory. The prophet praised Khalid's bravery, saying, "Khalid is a sword that God has unsheathed against the unbelievers." This battle marked a significant milestone in Khalid's career, as he demonstrated his unwavering commitment to the Muslim cause and his exceptional military leadership. The relationship between Khalid and the prophet was built on mutual respect and trust, forged in the fire of shared experiences and tempered by their deep devotion to the faith. The prophet often sought Khalid's counsel on military matters, valuing his strategic insight and tactical expertise. In turn, Khalid was deeply devoted to the prophet, recognizing him as a visionary leader who had brought unity and purpose to the Arabian people. As the Muslim community expanded, Khalid played a key role in the conquest of Mecca in 630 AD, helping to secure the city and its surroundings for the Muslims. In the following years, Khalid participated in numerous military campaigns, expanding the Muslim empire and spreading the message of Islam to the farthest reaches of the known world. In 633 AD, he led a successful campaign against the Byzantine Empire, capturing the strategic city of Basra and paving the way for further conquests. Khalid's military genius and adaptability earned him recognition as one of the greatest warriors of his time, and his name became synonymous with bravery, loyalty, and unwavering dedication to the Muslim cause. The prophet's death in 632 AD marked a significant turning point in Khalid's life, as the Muslim community navigated the challenges of succession and expansion. As the news of the prophet's passing spread like wildfire, Khalid felt a deep sense of loss and grief, his heart heavy with sorrow. Yet, even in his darkest moment, he remained steadfast, guiding the Muslims through a period of rapid growth and transformation. His military campaigns continued to shape the course of Arabian history, as he led the Muslims to victory against the Sassanid Empire and expanded the borders of the Islamic State. As Khalid's reputation grew, so did his influence. He became a respected figure in the Muslim community, known for his wisdom, courage, and unwavering commitment to the faith. His legacy would continue to inspire generations of Muslims, shaping the course of Islamic history and cementing his place as one of the most revered figures in the annals of Arabian warfare. As Khalid ibn al-Walid's life entered its final phase, the weight of his legacy began to take shape, much like a masterfully crafted sword, tempered by the fires of conviction and sharpened by the whetstone of experience. The passing of the Prophet Muhammad had left an unfillable void, but Khalid's unwavering allegiance to Abu Bakr, the first caliph, served as a beacon of stability in a tumultuous sea. As he navigated the treacherous waters of the Ridda Wars, a series of campaigns aimed at reunifying the Arabian Peninsula under Muslim rule, Khalid's military prowess and strategic mind proved instrumental in securing key victories. The scorching desert sands of Arabia, once a battleground for warring tribes, now bore witness to the unification of a people under the banner of Islam. The sound of clashing steel, the scent of sweat and blood, and the cries of the fallen all blended into a symphony of war that Khalid conducted with masterful precision. As the Muslim army marched towards victory, Khalid's name became synonymous with bravery, loyalty, and unwavering dedication to the Muslim cause. In 634 AD, Khalid was appointed as the commander of the Muslim forces in Syria, a theater of war that would prove to be a crucible for his military genius. The Byzantine Empire, with its formidable legions and imposing fortifications, presented a daunting challenge, but Khalid's strategic mind was undaunted. He led a successful campaign against the Byzantines, capturing the city of Damascus and paving the way for further conquests. The fall of Damascus was a watershed moment, one that showcased Khalid's ability to balance boldness with prudence, to weigh risk against reward, and to inspire his troops to achieve the impossible. As the years passed, Khalid's influence extended beyond the battlefield, much like the ripples that spread from a stone cast into a still pond. He played a key role in the administration of the Islamic Empire, serving as a governor and advisor to the caliphs. His wisdom, courage, and unwavering commitment to the faith earned him the respect and admiration of his contemporaries. Khalid's leadership was not limited to the realm of war. He was a statesman, a diplomat, and a visionary who understood that the true test of a nation's greatness lay not in its military prowess, but in its ability to govern justly and to promote the welfare of its people. Khalid ibn al-Walid's life came to an end in 642 AD in the city of Hims, Syria, surrounded by his companions and family. The cause of his death was a fever, a humble foe that laid low the great warrior, but one that could not diminish his legacy. As the news of his passing spread, the Muslim community was plunged into mourning, for they had lost one of their most revered figures, a man whose name had become synonymous with courage, honor, and devotion. The renowned historian Ibn Hisham once said, "Khalid ibn al-Walid was a sword that God had unsheathed against the unbelievers, and he remained unsheathed until his death." This testament to Khalid's unwavering dedication to the Muslim cause serves as a lasting tribute to his legacy. A reminder that true greatness is not measured by the length of one's life, but by the depth of one's conviction and the breadth of one's impact. Today, Khalid ibn al-Walid is remembered as one of the most influential figures in Islamic history, a man whose military campaigns, strategic genius, and unwavering commitment to the faith continue to inspire generations of Muslims around the world. His legacy extends beyond the realm of warfare, as his contributions to the administration and governance of the Islamic Empire have had a lasting impact on the development of Islamic thought and practice. His place in history is secure, as one of the most revered figures in the annals of Arabian warfare. In the end, Khalid's legacy is not just a reminder of his own greatness, but a challenge to us all, a call to arms to strive for excellence, to pursue our passions with unwavering dedication, and to leave an indelible mark on the world. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.